Okay, so the root cause of depression is due to lack of movement. Okay, so I was just sitting around and I was wondering why so many people are depressed in this generation. And then I compared it to the old days where people didn't seem so depressed. Why is that? Why are so many people depressed nowadays? And I looked at the lifestyle. People back then, they moved more. They moved a lot. And people nowadays, they don't move as much. They're just sitting around on their couch, on their iPads. They don't move as much. So, you know, movement cause serotonin to be released in our bodies. So what serotonin does is it reduces the feeling of depression and anxiety in our body, in our minds. So it's a good thing. So when you move, you release serotonin, and the serotonin basically reduces your anxiety and your depression. It puts you in a good mood. So move. You gotta move. That's basically the root cause of depression, man. So when you get heartbroken or something sad happens in your life, it's normal to be sad. It's normal to feel that. It's normal to be depressed. It's normal to feel that you feel depressed, but it's not a permanent thing. It's something that it's a phase in life that you have to go through, but it shouldn't be a permanent thing or an illness, because I don't think it should be an illness. I think it's a phase in life that we go through as people, as humans, but it's something that we can overcome. So movement is definitely one of the things that we must practice to reduce depression and anxiety. So when you're heartbroken, you're basically stuck in your room, you're crying, you're sad all the time, you get fat, you don't do anything because you're depressed, you're heartbroken. There's a lack of movement. So there's a lack of movement. When there's a lack of movement, you are depressed. You will be depressed because the primary function of our bodies is to move. We gotta move. We gotta move. That's why people in the old days, even though they got problems, they just work their ass off. They just move because that's what they gotta do. And they live happily ever after, because they move. If you don't move, then yeah, it's like prison. It's like prison. You can't move. There's like a prison in your mind. It's hard to move. It's hard to think. It feels heavy because it feels like you're in prison. The mind prison. So you gotta move. Definitely. So yeah, man, that's just what I realized today. The lack of movement is the cause of depression and anxiety. So you gotta move, man. Very important. Releases serotonin, reduces your depression and anxiety. So yeah, that's all I got for today. One love, peace.